What's up, y'all? We're back today with a sick social media game week graphic. So let's just get right into it. This one's super unique. I started out with a black background and then made that a smart object. And so you just do solid color black background and then right click it, convert to smart object, and then I went up here, filter, noise, add noise. So that is the settings for that. Then I added in his cutout, and that's set to 25% opacity, set on hard light, so it's very blended in with the background. And then I just have a yellow background with a gradient on it that also has noise, and I just cut that into like a rectangle and then tilted it to the right just to like give it an interesting look. So then on there we have a cutout of a lion that's just like softly brushed away, so that's what it looks like fully. And then put a layer mask on there using this layer mask icon. And then I put a curves layer on that and just made it a little more contrasty with the S curve, and then made that black and white. And that is all set to linear dodge add. So that's why it has that look on the background. So then on top of that, we have a cutout of the stadium that's set to darker color, and that has a layer mask on it shaped like this cutout, so that is set to darker color, and that's slightly off tilted from the one that's on like the background behind this. And this picture of the stadium has a curves layer on it, as you can see, to make it super contrasty, and then a black and white layer. So we really wanted that to be like dark, so that the darker color filter would look good on there. And then I added in another layer of his behind this layer. So this layer is just like his cutout, so it's darker color, but it's a normal one. This one is a cutout that has, if you double click on the layer, do color overlay, and it's there red set to screen, so that's just what it looks like on there. So that's it normal, and then this one behind it has that effect on it. So I have it behind his normal layer, and his normal layer is set to darker color, and then I shifted it just using the arrow key a couple places to the right, and that's what gives it this like little red outline, in all these specific places. And then over top of that, I just have a layer of his helmet that is set to darker color, and then I have a photo on top of that is kind of brushed to his helmet, just so it's on his helmet. And if you double click there, I have these sliders pulled down so that it is not on the lightest areas of the helmet. And then I just put a curves layer on that with the S shape to give it a little more contrast. And then I put a layer of his cutout that's in this photo, set to linear dodge add at 75% opacity to make that stand out. And then use this hue saturation to remove all the color except for the yellow, basically. So there's that, and then it's all in a group that has this rectangle cutout as the layer mask to make sure that it stays in there. Then we have claw marks, and those have a gradient overlay as well as a bevel, which is why they look like indented into the background. So we have them up there and down here. Those look pretty sick. And then we have our game week text, and the layer mask for that is homecoming. So for this effect, you are going to have your text, homecoming, then you put a stroke on that. So basically that's what it looks like 5 to 10 size, and then do outside. So that's what it looks like. And then once you have that, you convert that to a smart object. So we would have had converted that to a smart object, and you control click that layer, and then you come over here on this game week and make a layer mask. So then when you make that layer mask of that shape that you had, that's what happens. So then when you turn on this original text that doesn't have a stroke, it fits in there with like that clear stroke around it. So it just looks really cool and really clean. So then we have our apply image layer. So what we did was Control Alt Shift E, hit apply image, set it to screen, put a Gaussian blur on it, and then just paint in where you want the glow. So that's it over top of the whole thing. I just brushed it away in some places. So there it is without, there it is with. And then we just add in the logos and another glow layer. So it's literally just this gold set to screen and just brushed in kind of in little spots that I want to highlight, just little soft brushes. And then we put in the logos for each team and the verses. And the last logo in the corner there. And then we just have our Gold Rush text because that is the theme of the game up top. So pretty crazy, a lot of stuff going on, I know. Definitely not a simple graphic. So I hope you enjoyed this. This also might be on the Patreon at some point. Comment if you would like me to put it on there, and I'll see what I can do. And I'll see you guys in the next one.